And welcome back to Sports Tonight, where the hosts have got another draw. 1-1 it finished tonight between Poland and Russia. Russia took the lead early on, but a fantastic goal by the Polish captain. I think probably the best goal of the tournament so far has put the Poles in with a chance of qualifying for the knockout stages. They've still got one more game to go. Earlier today, the Czech Republic beat Greece by 2-1. So if we look at Group A, they've both played 2 matches, the only group that has played 2 matches. You wouldn't say that it's home and hose for anyone yet. You'd probably say that Greece are going to struggle to get out of the group. But you never know with those games still to come. Russia playing Greece and Poland against the Czech Republic.
Almost every outcome is still possible, except that you look at the form, and although Russia will, didn't do as well.
Greece beat Russia.
Yeah, but what I was about to say, if you look at the form, you would think that Russia will beat Greece. Tonight, I think they eventually settled for not being beaten again. Above that, it's difficult to call. I mean, the boys have been watching. Were impressed by Poland tonight. It was a big moment for the Czechs, wasn't it? Because they would have gone home had they lost.
I'm just going to interrupt because I know he hasn't got much time. But joining us from Poland is another respected written journalist, and that's Paddy Barclay, who's worked for so many newspapers over the years. Paddy, welcome to the programme. What have you made of what have you made of the tournament so far? Have you been excited by it? What a goal that was by Poland!
Well, absolutely. I mean, I think I've been excited. I was excited about it even before this game tonight, which I didn't see in whole because I wanted to come back and speak to you, and I knew it was too noisy there. But the atmosphere in the National Stadium was, honestly, it really was good enough in the opening game, but this tonight was one of the best atmospheres I've ever experienced in a football match. Blimey. And it was also one of the best football matches I've ever seen in an international tournament. I really thought it was absolutely sensational, and even in stoppage time, each team was, Poland couldn't stop themselves trying to win. It was just great, and I think it's been a fabulous tournament.
What have you made as a Scotsman of England's performance, so you can give us a neutral, unbiased view?
Yeah,
I can. I mean, but I think they were Poland's beginning. I don't know if you can hear the horns in the background. Poland are beginning to celebrate a draw, and I think England can as well. I really do. I think to draw against a French team who really performed. In fact, possibly they were overconfident, the French, yesterday. But I was quite impressed. I mean, it was what we expected. I don't suppose any of the other boys would have been surprised by the way England played. But I think when Hodgson makes the point that you've got to, this style is going to take a while to be effective. It was at Fulham. I think it was 14 games before it actually started to work at Fulham. So, England, he hasn't got that much of time with England, unfortunately. But I think there is, the organisation's good now. There's a basis. And, I mean, I think the next game will tell us everything because England have got to play 20 metres further up the pitch against Sweden. And if on the next 2 days on the training field, I think these will be the 2 most important days on a training field imaginable for England and Roy Hodgson.
Do you expect England to go far in this competition, and has your view changed since you've seen the first performance?
As a Scot, as you said before, I'm beginning to dread it. No, seriously, I think that they're one of several countries who can. I think with the choice of coach that they've made in Hodgson, I think that England have a chance of becoming, a genuine player on the world and European stage. I think they've got a chance of becoming a cogent unit, and it's been a long time really since England have looked like that. Probably because Capello was just the wrong man, a damn expensive mistake. I really do feel that that they've got a chance, but I wouldn't put a single Scottish bogey on it. But I just think it's very, very open now. We saw tonight that, up until at half-time, I'd have thought Russia are serious candidates to win this thing. At the end, maybe not so sure. So, and this is the great thing about the tournament. The favourites are rising and falling all the time.
Well, listen, we appreciate your time because I know you've got a bit of an early start tomorrow, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got to be up at 3 o'clock, but I had to speak to you lot.
Paddy, you won't be
don't go to bed.
You won't be back in your room by 3 o'clock.
It's
We
an
know
absolute
that.
disgrace. Listen, thank
No,
you.
that's true, Mick. And but this Polish beer, it's about 5.5, and I thought I'd learned my lesson the first time I took it on, but it may take a few more lessons before it finally sinks in.
Raise one for us, Paddy.
Yeah, sweet
Yeah,
dreams, Paddy.
absolutely.
Thank you very much for talking to us.
I certainly will. Thank you, boys.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
Paddy.
That's Paddy Barclay.